Hello guys, welcome to today's lesson, and today we look at how HTML are being displayed on our web browser. Okay, now one thing you must know is that with HTML you cannot change the display by adding extra spaces, okay, or extra lines in your HTML code. Okay, maybe you want to display a text in a certain way. The browser will always remember that the browser will always and automatically remove any extra spaces or lines that you add in your text, okay, when displayed on the web page. Okay, so you wanted to display a text like this. So this text like this, maybe this is how you want the text to be displayed. Okay. So if you want the text to be displayed this way, then you have to really use some kind of attribute. Okay, so if I want the text to be displayed this way, okay, this same format as how it is, or you want the text to be displayed this same format, then you have to do what be able to use certain what attributes. Okay, so let's go to our editor and let's see how this thing will be done. Okay, so um you have to create a new file called HTML attributes. Okay, I've already done my own, so I'll just open it and then see what is inside. Okay, so let's create our HTML and snippet over here. Now in our body, let's create a p tag. Okay, then within the p tag, let's put a text inside, and we say that okay, fine, this is a paragraph. Okay, it's a paragraph. Contains a lot of contains a lot of lines. Okay, but the browser ignores it. Okay, so look at this particular thing. We want it to display exactly like this at 3 lines. Okay, so let's go and view how it is now on our this. Oh, here we go. You see, it ignores all those extra lines we gave. Okay, and then brought up this kind of thing for us, that this paragraph is in just one sentence. So all the spaces we do to get 3 lines, the browser have ignored all those line or white spaces and then give us a one sentence. Okay, so that's how the browser automatically does for your text. Okay, you don't get the arrangement. You don't use your text to arrange the structure of how your text should be displayed. Okay, so the browser will automatically give you all this particular stuff. Okay, so moving back to our source page. Now there's another so we'll come back and look at what attributes we use to make the text display the way we type it. Okay, or be able to accept the line spaces and the white spaces we give. Okay, so when we say white space, let's go and look at what a white space is. Okay, for example, I'm typing, okay, and then I give I'm over here. Okay, so this is then I give some spaces like this, and I said white space. Okay, white space, you see, so a white space over here. So the space that so the space over here I've given is so these spaces you see over here, okay, is the white space. Okay, the space between the a and the white and the white is called the white space. Okay, so if over here like this, the browser wouldn't be able to display those spaces. Okay, so we see that the browser has make our what text spaces the same. So this is a white space. See, it did not come, so it automatically ignores all those white spaces. Okay, now how do we get back to it? We will get back shortly to our code, and then we see how we go back. But first of all, I want to talk about one attribute called the horizontal row. Okay, the HR tag defines a thematic break in what an HTML page, and is most often displayed as a horizontal row. The HR element is used to separate contents. Okay, now remember that this HR is called an empty element. Okay, meaning that it just have it can contain what text. Okay, it has no closing tags, so this is called an empty what HTML. We learned this thing during our previous one of our previous videos, that this HTML is an empty what HTML element. Okay, you cannot put an element or a text inside it. Okay, so you're just having this open tag that does not have a closed tag. Okay, so look at this example, that h1, okay, and then the p1, then h1. So let's go and see how our horizontal row is being affected when we display it on our webpage. So let's go back to our thing, and then let's comes here to a new paragraph over here. So let's see how the horizontal row down. So let's give an example. So I want we first give an h1 a heading. So h1 heading, and then we say that this is heading. Sorry, I'm having a typing mistake over here. This is heading. Oh, what is happening to my code? This is heading. Okay, so let's say heading 1, and then inside here I'll say I'll give a p tag. Let's give a p tag over here, and let's say this is. I recommend that you also type along with me in your various editors, and then we move on. Test, and then let's say that we bring an HR. Okay, so HR, then move on to h2 element. Okay, and we said this is heading 2. Okay, then we give another p tag, and we say this is some other text. All right, okay, so then let's give another HR row over here. Okay, so let's see how this horizontal row would affect our let's see how this was horizontal rows we have here. Okay, this horizontal rows we have will really affect our destiny. As you can see our browser, you see good. Now you see our horizontal row being what being laid nicely for us. So this is a horizontal row. Then this is also a horizontal what row. Okay, so you see it's used to what to divide and section our pages nicely for us. Okay, so this is the function of for the horizontal row, how it does. Okay, it's very beautiful. So let's move on to our this thing. Let's look at the next attribute. Okay, now look at the line break. Okay, now the HTML line break is also an empty what HTML element. Okay, that cannot hold a text. Okay, so the HTML break element defines a line break. Okay, use break if you want a line break or a new line. Okay, without starting a new paragraph. Now when we look at our code, and then we give line spaces, the browser ignores. So assuming that we want that paragraph to happen, let's go back and let's go and see how it's being constructed and then this and our test. So assuming that we over here. Okay, so this, let me put a line break over here. So here will be a break, line break over here. Good. Then I'll put another line break over here too. So line break over here. I'll put another line break over here because I want those paragraphs to show. So break over here. Good. So this is the line breaks being what um in place. So let's go and see how our browser display this time. Very good. Now our browser have been what able to display this very beautiful for us. So you could see our line breaks being what nicely done for us. So you see how it is. Very good. This is a paragraph, contains a lot of lines by the browser. So now we have our paragraphs here. So if you want to create paragraphs, okay, of text, you use the line break. If you want to section your distance, you use what, a horizontal. So let me put one horizontal line just here. So let's go back to our code, and then let's put a horizontal break over here, line between this. So over here I'll put horizontal rule HR over here, and I'll go and see. Very good. So I've sectioned my what, my items beautifully. Okay, so that's good. We are moving on. Let's go and look at another what attribute called the poem. Okay, so now this, look at this, look at how maybe we want to put a poem. So a poem has a particular structure. Okay, for example, my bunny lies over the ocean, my bunny lies over the sea, my bunny. You see, you want the text to be of this form. Okay, so over here I wish to copy this text because it's too long for me to type. So let's select this text, copy it, and then let's come to our editor, and let's see. So here we want to have a new distance. So let's give a p paragraph tag over here. Open paragraph tab, open it. Then let's place our text inside. Okay, now we want the text to display this way. Let's try to make our text display in the way we want it. Okay, very good. So we want our text to be displayed in this certain way. Nice, very nice. Okay, so this is how I want our text to be displayed this way, in the poem form. Okay, so assuming that we have it this way, and then we want to display it this way. Okay, so our text should be displayed exactly like this. Okay, but when you go here, our browser will not do that. So when you watch the text, the browser will not be able to do it, to display the text the way we want it. So what do we do? Let's go back to our code and let's see what we are going to get from here. Now, how do you do the solution? The solution is what's called a pre tag. Okay, the HTML pre element defines pre-formatted text. Okay, so it means what? Pre-word formatted text. The text inside a pre tag element is displayed in a fixed word font, usually Korean, and it preserves both spaces and lines right. So this we want to see it. Okay, so if we go back to our source code, and then we put this particular paragraph, okay, in a pre element. So let's say that we come here and then we place it. All right, so let's find how we can really put that our text the way we want it. Okay, so first of all, we create the pre tag element. Okay, so let me just paste in my words. Want our words this way. So want our words to be formed this way. Oh, sorry. Okay, so oceans. All right, so display nicely for us in a way like this that we want it. So over the ocean. So over the ocean. Yes, paragraph. Okay. So here, we'll come like this. All right. And here, let's put this in the next paragraph like this. All right. Okay. So we are there. We are getting there. So let's put in how we want it to be. Let's put the ocean here. Good. So we want it like this. Let's see if we're going to give us what we want. Bingo. But here we are. So this is our code, not really arranged nicely how you want, but this is how it was. So we see that it has what define our test the way we have arranged it. Okay, so if you want to arrange a test in a certain way that you want the browser to do, you put it in the what in the pre tag. Okay, use the pre element to execute that. Okay, so this is where this lesson, let's see if other source code are left for us to do. Okay, so that is where our lessons end, and we will meet in our next tutorials. Meet me there. Thank you very much.